Hi, I'm Andrea. Thank you for joining me for this 30-minute yoga practice. There is a conspicuous item here with me today. I have a bolster, which is not always in our bag of tricks, but today we're going to do some restorative, rejuvenating work that would really love to have something like a bolster. So if you've got maybe a cushion from your couch or a sturdy pillow or even like a couple of sturdy pillows, a couple of folded blankets. I do have my folded blanket as well, so that could be a beach towel. A couple of blocks. If you have thick books, those will be a great substitute. A yoga mat's great, but not necessary. A carpeted area will work just fine. And then I have a chair, which I often have at the ready. I think for this practice, you are least likely to use it, but never a bad thing to have it in the mix. We'll move a little bit, and then we're going to luxuriate a lot. Starting in our mountain pose, standing into our practice, standing into our breath. Feet hip distance and a soft bend to your knees. Palms turn out, which gives an uplift to your heart and a smile to your collarbones. Your gaze is soft. It is at what we love to call our bright horizon. If you can breathe through your nose, that's ideal. But mostly, please bring awareness to your breath, however it is that you can breathe today. We'll actually be playing with our breath a little bit in different ways in our practice today. So starting with awareness is key always, and just know that we're going to build on that a little bit today. We'll stop here. I'll be quiet so that you can land and we can start. Inhale, arms out and up, thumbs to the sky, a V shape, and then exhale. Hinge at your hips for our sun salutation, hands to your thighs. Inhale, extend through your heart. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Inhale, arms out and up, thumbs to the sky, V shape, and then just float your arms along your sides. Twice more, inhale, arms out and up, thumbs to the sky. Exhale, hinge at your hips and hands to your thighs. Inhale, heart extends, not chin, but heart. Exhale, hinge at your hips, and then inhale, arms out and up, thumbs to the sky, a V shape. Float your arms along your sides. Last time, inhale, thumbs to the sky. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Inhale, hands to thighs, length through your spine. Exhale, hinge at your hips, and then inhale, arms out and up. Float them along your sides. You can use the seat of your chair or your tall blocks, and we will situate our tall blocks for a lunge, which means you want them tall on either long side of your mat and not directly underfoot. If you're using your chair, you'll want it close enough that your hands can be placed on the seat of it. Come into your mountain in between your blocks in front of your chair or both, and then inhale, arms out and up, thumbs to the sky. Exhale, hinge at your hips and hands to your thighs. Inhale and traction that length. Place your hands on the seat of your chair, or place your hands on your tall blocks and step your left foot back so that we're in a lunge. Sometimes it's nice to heel toe the right foot to the right a little bit so it doesn't have a feeling of existing on a tightrope. Now, imagine using your right heel to draw your right hip back, not swinging out to the side, but back. Remember, when our hands were on our thighs and we tractioned that length into our spine, sprinkle that in here. A couple of moments here. And then step your left foot forward, hip distance from your right, hands to thighs, inhale, length. Exhale, hinge at your hips and fold. Inhale, arms out and up, thumbs to the sky. Stand into your mountain. Side two, inhale. Arms out and up, a V shape. Exhale, hinge at your hips and fold. Hands to thighs, inhale your length into your spine, hands to your seat or to your blocks, and then step your right foot back. So our lunge is now with our left foot forward, and moments ago we traction length into our spine. We bring it with us here. You're stamping into your left heel. If you want to heel toe your left foot to the left a bit, no problem, but our left hip draws back. Our right hip draws forward. Pause, like a meditation for a moment. Right foot hip distance from left. Hands to thighs, inhale, grow long, and exhale, hinge at your hips. Inhale, arms out and up, thumbs to the sky, V shape, and then float your arms along your sides. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, hinge at your hips and bring your hands to your thighs. Inhale, extend your heart and place your hands on your chair or your blocks. Step your left foot back. We start in our lunge without letting your head get lower than your hips. Begin to straighten your front leg, and it may not straighten all the way. We still feel right hip drawing back, left hip drawing forward. Imagine flashlights on your hip bones, and they're both facing out in front of you. The short edge of your mat, your chair, your blocks, whatever you want to use as a landmark. Enjoy the stretch in the back of your right leg and the rise and the fall of your breath. Two more moments here. Now rebend the knee so that we can step left foot hip distance from right, hands to thighs. Inhale. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Inhale, arms out and up, V shape. Stand into your mountain. Second side of that, inhale, arms out and up, thumbs to the sky. Exhale, hinge at your hips and hands to your thighs. Inhale, traction that length. Place your hands on your chair seat or onto your blocks and step your right foot back. We begin in our lunge. And then, without our head going lower than our hips, we'll straighten a little bit or quite a bit the left leg. We find where there's just enough feedback to be interesting. We're not forcing anything. And sometimes the force is what rounds our spine and lowers our head. So be conscientious. Fill it with life. A couple more moments here. This too is a rejuvenating pose, so it's not just those which are restorative by name. The whole practice is restoring us. It's an exciting time. It is a time of a new age. We better understand how to be vibrant at every point in our life. It's a new age. Now bend your left knee and step your right foot hip distance from your left, hands to thighs. Inhale and exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach, thumbs to the sky. Float your arms along your side, and we'll take a sun salutation to the floor. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, hinge at your hips and hands to thighs. Inhale your heart forward. You can use your chair seat or your blocks so that we mindfully make our way to the floor. Once you're on the floor, we'll scooch the props we're not using off to the side. So that means blocks and chair. I am actually going to turn my mat a little bit more sideways so that you have a better view of what we're setting up here. And I will be moving around so that you can better see me. Now first, find whatever it is that you're using for a bolster. And we'll take a side seat on the floor, not atop the bolster, but right in front of it, like a side saddle. So you can take a look at me. Sometimes we do this seated upon a blanket, but today we're actually on the floor, as you can see, and my bolster is touching my hip. So I'm not trying to climb on top of it. Right foot might be on top of your left thigh. The first thing we'll do is establish some length. So slide your right hand down your bolster or your cushion or whatever you've got going, and then just feel that your head can rest comfortably on your right arm. Left arm might reach up and over, so it just feels like both sides are getting this juicy newness, this spaciousness. Stay for a couple of moments. I'm trying to be very careful of my microphone, so I apologize if it sounds like I'm eating it, and I will do my best to make sure that I don't. Now take your hands on either side of your cushion and press into your arms with a little oomph. Let that turn your ribs towards your bolster. So you're turning to the right, and you're not forcing anything ever, especially in a pose that's called restorative, right? So you're turning your chest to face your bolster, or whatever you're using as a bolster, and just ease your way to lie down upon it and take the effort out of your arms. Now this is where I'm gonna have to stay a little upright, because otherwise my microphone is gonna be a disaster. But you are going to lie down with your head on the bolster and your arms without any effort. I'm going to sit upright so that I know I'm not having any sound issues, but you are lying down with your chest facing your cushion. And then remember that this is rejuvenating, restoring. It's like logging off, refreshing our computer. So no more efforting, no fight. If you're willing, close your eyes. Notice if your jaw might be tight, and see if you can let it untangle and get soft. See if out of habit you might be trying to hold yourself up with your arms, and let that not be the case right now. Last 30 seconds here. Now use the strength of your arms on either side of your cushion to press into the ground and ease your way up. We'll turn the other direction. I'm actually going to move my bolster so I don't turn my back on you, but you don't need to do that. You can just turn and face the other way on your bolster. You probably don't need to look at me really for the instruction on this, but you're welcome to do what I'm doing if that makes life a little easier. And then remember, we're side saddle, not on it, but right up against it. Left foot right atop the right thigh. And first you lengthen out with your left arm. You can let your head rest on your left arm, right arm up and over. So we're just kind of learning or teaching ourselves the length that we'd like to keep with us even as we let go. Take this length with you. Just take your hands to either side of your cushion. Turn, turn, turn towards your left as if your chest was going to face that cushion, and then lower yourself down. I will spare you that with my microphone, but you'll lower down. And your forearms are on the ground on either side of that cushion. It's tempting to try to hold yourself up, but little by little, convince yourself to surrender. Let the side of your face, the left side of your face, rest on your bolster. And that's part of the new age, right? Not putting up a fight, just appreciating each season. fully embracing, letting ourselves enjoy where we are right now, just like you're doing on your cushion. See if you might still be trying to hold yourself up somehow, and allow for some surrender. Surrender is powerful stuff. If your jaw's tight, convince it that it doesn't need to be. And then just let gravity do the work. Let yourself completely let go here. Use your hands on either side of your bolster and the strength of your arms to come up very slowly. And once you're upright, I'm going to suggest that we sit on our bolster. So make your way up, not disturbing any of this peace that we're creating. A cross-legged seat on your bolster. Doesn't matter to me which shin is in front. I know sometimes we organize that, but today I want you to be comfortable. And then the other thing is we're going to take a breathing exercise, and it doesn't matter to me which hand you use, because you might be left-handed and that's more comfortable to you. You might be right-handed and that's going to be more comfortable to you. So I'll give the instruction with what finger it is, not which hand it is. Now you're going to take a peace sign with either hand and place that on your forehead so that you have access to one nostril with a thumb and one nostril with a ring finger, right? Doesn't matter which one. Now first, with your other hand on your lap and your peace sign, your fingers together on your forehead, just taking an inhale through your nose and an exhale through your nose. Now use your thumb to close that nostril and breathe just through the nostril that is not closed by your thumb. Close that nostril with your ring finger and exhale out the nostril that was closed with your thumb, but let your thumb release it. Inhale through the nostril that's open now, that is your thumb nostril. Close it with your thumb and exhale out the ring finger nostril. Inhale through that nostril. Close it with your ring finger. Breathe out through your thumb side. Breathe in through your thumb side. Close that nostril with your thumb and exhale out your ring finger side. Breathe in through your ring finger side, close it with your ring finger, and breathe out your thumb nostril side. One more round, inhale through the thumb side, close it with your thumb, and exhale out your ring finger side, and then just let your palms both rest in your lap, up or down. So that's something called pranayama, which is a fancy word for breath exercise. You can Google that. That's the very, very beginnings of alternate nostril breathing. So if that's of interest to you, it's a whole other landscape of yoga, and it's pretty great stuff. One more restorative posture for us. So come off of your bolster. There are a couple of ways to do the next posture. So one is, and also have your blocks nearby because you may want those. So I'm going to show you two variations. Why don't you stay seated while I show you, because one of them I want you to get into pretty carefully. So bottoms of the feet together with your blocks nearby so that it's comfortable. We're not going to go for a serious, huge stretch. Like our side saddle, I'm not sitting on my bolster. I'm bringing it right up against my butt, but not sitting upon it. And then one variation is to lie back and turn your palms to the sky. You could even take your folded blanket and put it underneath your head and make a pillow. So I'm supported with my thighs. I'm supported on my bolster. For some of us, this isn't going to feel great in the low back. If that's you, come out of it carefully. And then another way of doing this is to scooch your cushion so that the cusp of it is on your shoulder blade area instead of against your low back. Same position here, bottoms of the feet together. You can roll to one elbow so that you can find where that is. For me, it's going to be a little bit closer in. So scoot it so that it's sort of right between your shoulder blades, right where a bra strap might go. And then allow yourself to spill out onto your proppage. I like to shimmy one shoulder blade and then the other, almost like they're assisting the tiniest bit of a back bend in my upper back. And then once you've got the comfortable positioning for you in this posture, see if you can close your eyes. If you're uncomfortable with that, it's fine. A soft gaze is perfect. So you have your bottoms, the bottoms of your feet together. You're lying down on your bolster in some way. You're considering the possibility of closing, maybe even covering your eyes. And then much like when we were doing our side twist, and I said, let go of the efforting in your arms, see where you might be efforting in this shape. Let it be rejuvenating. Embrace the surrender. Let go of the fight. While we're here, let your eyes feel heavy in their sockets with relaxation. Your cheeks are soft. Your jaw is lax. Your tongue can rest softly at the roof of your mouth. It almost feels like your teeth and your gums are relaxed. Your throat, that communication center, soft and clear. Your neck's relaxed. Shoulders spill across your bolster. Thigh bones heavy into the support of your blocks. These relaxing poses are so important for our nervous system and inspiring the relaxation side of our nervous system that's often called the rest and digest. Not just digesting our food, but digesting the ingredients of our lives. Allowing ourselves to take in the nutrients from the beauty of our lives. Especially as we have more life experience to draw from. This is where we let our wisdom soak in. We let our wisdom soak in and we say silently, like a mantra to ourselves, thank on the inhale, you on the exhale. It's thank you to you, yourself. It's thank you to your body, all that it's allowed you to do and continues to. Thank you to that wisdom in your mind, earned wisdom. And thank you to Spirit, your Spirit, and whatever else Spirit means to you. Thank you. We're going to use this posture as our Shavasana. If you prefer to draw your knees together and straighten your legs, or if it's not comfortable enough for you and you want to very carefully roll to one elbow, move your props aside and lie down on the floor, you can. This is rest and digest. This is where you say thank you. If you're still lying with the bottoms of your feet together and your thighs on blocks, simply draw your knees together and let that be enough. And remember that you have blocks there. If you're in Shavasana, you can bend your knees and put your feet on the ground, just like we're doing here. Remember, if you are propped up, that you are propped up. Lean carefully to one elbow. Use the strength of that arm. Be aware of the props around you as you come up to seated, and that's true for my friends who are in Shavasana. Roll to one side, take your time coming up. We did some really delicious restorative stuff, so stay with that groundedness, that gratitude, that rejuvenation. Find any comfortable seat, palms up or down, and welcome to the new age. I'm Andrea. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I look forward to us doing it again together soon.